Alright, so here's gonna tell you past story, and this one says, Happy left no good husband. Their past first time I write you, but I read your column every day. We're discussing divorce and reader. I was married for 11 years, but my husband was very abusive. He basically was verbally abusive. I wouldn't be surprised physically as well. And basically that he could get his pick of the litter to start being married. Before COVID, he'd come home very late, and when I tried to ask him where he was, he says a big man. But if I really want to know, he was basically with all the side chicks. One day I told him that day come when he would come home to empty house. He said he would move another woman in. I spoke to my pastor, told me that I should try and stay because church is building divorce, and that pastor is a damn idiot. Sorry to say that that pastor gave you gave you a raw deal with some very bad advice. Alright. And so when I got married, I said both for better or for worse, for richer or poor until death do us part. So I started attending that church, smart woman. After that, my husband had my name out of place saying that I left the church because I was giving him bun. Never mind the fact that he was cheating her left, right, and center. He started to stop me, but there was no other man in my life. Want freedom for this man before men. That's one freedom for this man. Before I divorced him, I started having sex with him because he refused to use a condom. Because his breach that basically due to his philandering ways that he could easily get her STDs. So I divorced him. I could not be happier. There's another man in my life now. He too was married, but he's divorced. We not know each other at the time he was married. I have a boy and a girl. He treats them as if they're his own. Basically, mean that her. And this is not indicating that her ex-husband's the father of her kids, or maybe her former husband, is a dad and whatever. Well, that'll be clarified at the end of the story, I believe. Alright. Alright, he wants us to get married and for me to live with him in New Jersey. I want to try a new life. I have a house, but I'm not willing to give it up. So, it's for my children. So basically say that, hey, I'm not relocating, despite the fact that he wants to come abroad with him. But I'm not going to leave them behind when I get married again. Their father hasn't treated them well since I divorced them. I mean, yeah, it's her ex's husband's kids. They didn't word that right, unfortunately. He's drinking, smoking heavily. I'll never go back to him. And Pastor, divorce helped me, and the future is a new man. Looks bright. Alright, all I say is that good for this woman, because I like hearing story like you have women, even though there's a lot of culture in Jamaica and globally, that we stay with eight shit dudes, even though you know that the man is no good for you. You know these assholes who are verbally and physically abusive to draw spirits down when they know that they can do better. And the thing is, I'm in there took 11 years of her put up with this waste man. She should have left him sooner, in my opinion. That she finally said, yeah, you know what, I'm not really going to, I can do better than this low life. And I said to move on with this new guy, even though it's not indicated what's going to happen due to the fact that he wants to relocate out to the country. She doesn't, so that's up in the air. But I will commend the fact that she wised up and so on, because this is a story when, for people regardless of gender, that if you are in an unhappy situation with someone who ain't shit, best thing to do is just leave that person where you found them, because that's never going to end well if you decide to stay with someone who you know who's no good for you. And yeah, and the thing is, like I said, I won't be surprised. I'm not beating up on this woman, but I'm surprised she knew that the guy wasn't shit from the get-go, because she probably thought that, okay, if I know a guy has flaws, I will stay in the relationship and maybe it'll change. But that story, this is not a Disney or Hallmark movie. When people are pretty much under BS, that they do not change. The thing to do is just leave those people alone and move on to better prospects, because that's the only thing that can work out for you, because you have to put yourself first before some other people relationship wise. And this is much what I have to say. We'll see how this turns out for, but just had to include the story. So this is for State of Jamaica and the Caribbean. Check out my YouTube pages, Miles Goose and Fern, Miles GF Productions, Real Thoughts and Miles. Okay, I end this recording.